If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain. It's free.
There's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer.
Anchor will distribute your podcast for you, so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more.
You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership.
It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place.
You can download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started.
On Spotify, you can listen to all your favorite artists and podcasts in one place for free. You don't even need a premium account. I don't have a premium account.
Spotify has a huge catalog of podcasts on every topic, including the one you're listening to right now. On Spotify, you can follow your favorite podcast so you never have to miss an episode. Premium users can download episodes to listen to offline wherever you are. Easily share what you're listening to with your friends through Instagram.
If you haven't done so already, be sure to download the Spotify app. Search for Screen of the Crime on Spotify or browse podcasts in the Your Library tab. Also make sure to follow me so you never miss an episode of Screen of the Crime. Hi, you're listening to Screen of the Crime.
I'm Tess.
And I am Maggie, and this is a podcast where we talk about true crime
and what would happen if your favorite TV and movie characters committed those crimes.
Hello.
Hi.
Happy Thanksgiving. Because it will be tomorrow if you're listening to this the day it comes out.
Yeah, that's true.
And if you don't celebrate Thanksgiving,
sorry.
Happy Wednesday.
Happy Thursday. Or happy Wednesday.
Happy another week of living.
Yeah.
Positivity. It's in the air. Tess got new lights.
Yeah, I got those TikToker LED lights in my room.
They're the hottest thing I've ever seen. She's got a little remote control.
Yeah, I can change the color. I'm not gonna change the color. I like the one it's on now, but the vibes are luscious in here.
I'm gonna buy some. I have a plan for finals week. Instead of studying, as I should be, I'm going to rearrange all the things on my walls. Not like the art, because it's taped up, but the lights and everything.
Cool. Yeah, I have to say, my room, I've been keeping it clean recently for some reason, and I think it's because I have the lights in here. They're just so nice that I'm just I need my room to just have the vibes, you know?
Yeah.
And when everything else is falling apart, at least I have luscious vibes, you know?
Luscious vibes.
I've just had a week, that's all. It's been a long week.
Yeah.
Every single aspect of my life's just been hitting me. Just fuck you. I'm just oh my god, I need to take a break.
Thank God, because we have a break.
We have a break.
I guess. Unless you don't like your family, and in which case... happy Thanksgiving, you know?
Yeah.
Eat some food.
When I'm at Thanksgiving and family and friends will be asking me, so how's college?
What's your major?
What's your major? I'm I don't know. Do you have a boyfriend? I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know, do I?
I was gonna answer I don't know to everything. I don't have a boyfriend, and I am...
How's Rochester? I don't know.
I don't know. It's fine.
I'm gonna have to deal with my grandparents once again not knowing what a marketer does, which I would have to say is maybe out of the majors you could have is one of the easier majors to just know what it is. But my mom still, she's just what does a marketer do? And
or at least have a basic idea.
Yeah.
Or at least kind of be I think the one-handed off thing, you'd be oh, so you make ads, which is not exactly what you do, but it's closer. You're getting warmer.
But there's a new media. I switched majors a year ago, and there's a new media in front of my marketing title, and my step-grandfather made the assumption that meant I was a computer hacker now. And he was just it's so crazy all the things you can learn from people and what they do on the internet and how you can track them. And I was that's not... I mean, yes, I have learned about analytics. Mm-hmm. And yes, Google does do that, but that's not what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's fun.
Yeah, I'm trying to think about any fun stories from the week. I burned myself a lot this week.
At work.
At work, at home, at other people's homes.
everywhere.
Just, my hands, Saturday morning, I woke up and I was like, my hand hurts. I was like, oh, it's because I, grabbed a pan of potatoes and, the, betrayal of when you use, a kitchen towel to pick up a pan, but then, part of it just misses your hand completely.
Oh, yeah.
And then you're just but you can't drop it because you have a hot pan full of potatoes. So, yeah. And then, what other terrible things have happened? I got ghosted by someone on the internet.
And that someone matched with me on the internet. And I'm gonna bully them, and I'm not, I promise.
I would say, don't bully them. It's understandable. But,
It's just sad, As someone who ghosts everyone, now I get to see how people really feel.
Literally half of this is a call out to my friend Cam. Just, it's so funny because, I have a lot of friends that are girls, as we all know. And it's really funny because, my friend Cam was, complaining. She's like, oh, everyone flirts with me. I just, don't know what to do about it. I'm like, why don't you just tell them, oh, don't flirt with me, and then, be done with it. And she's like, but that's, scary. I'm like, Cam, coming from, I'm always the other side of the situation. No one has ever flirted with me. I've always been the one to, make the moves. Because sometimes you just gotta do that. Because women be shopping and stupid.
Counterpoint.
Yeah.
The people who flirt with her are men, though, and men are scary, and sometimes...
It's not all men.
But sometimes it is men, and sometimes it's hard to say no to a man, because a man might kill you.
Oh, no. I know the situation. I understand.
Okay.
Men are a different story.
It's not a man?
This is not a man.
Oh, okay, then she has no excuse.
No, it's not a man, and also yeah. I'm not gonna create this into a drama podcast, but people love
hot tea.
No, it's not a man.
Okay.
She's on the fence. She's like, well, I kind of like it, but I just want to kind of, it's almost like her being like, I like the attention, but I don't want to commit, and it's don't do that to a person. And I'm like,
some guy at my work said that I looked like a good art student, and I was like, thank you.
Wow.
I was like, oh, you flirting with me? I'm wearing my deli outfit.
Yeah.
I look like trash.
I'll say, when the day comes that someone flirts with me, we'll have a celebration, but that day is... It's not that day.
That day is not today.
That day is not today and probably will not be anytime soon, so... I am so sorry. I'm just so lonely, and it's the midst of the rom-com cuffing season, and it just this weekend has been hitting me so hard.
Well, it's because you're watching rom-com.
No, it was I'm watching rom-coms because I'm sad about being lonely.
Oh,
it's a chain reaction that I'm just making worse.
I'm sorry. My only solution is to get so much homework and group projects that you forget about your loneliness because you're stressed about presentations.
You see, I'm stressed about everything.
No, but this is specific stress targeted towards presentations.
I know.
Presentation stress.
It's just,
I like to call it.
It's the season for it, and I just, I don't know. There's just sometimes where you just have such intense feelings about something that you can't ignore it. I'm just like, fuck, I'm lonely. So, that's all. Anyways. But yeah. That went on for longer than I anticipated. I'm so sorry, everyone.
On a side note, I get to go to Florida this week.
That's so nice, yeah.
I don't think my brother's coming down for Thanksgiving. I might be wrong, and maybe my mom is just ignoring it. But today on the phone, I found out that my parents changed the faucet to the bathroom that is on my side of the house. And by my side, you know what my house looks like. Yeah. It's not my side of the house, but there's a bathroom between me and my brother's rooms.
Yeah.
And then they didn't go down that hallway, and the faucet leaked.
Oh, no.
And now there is excessive water damage to the cabinets in my bathroom.
Ooh.
And I was like, okay. And my mom's like, but don't worry, I'll be fixed by the time you come home tomorrow. I was like, okay. She's like, but we're thinking about buying new cabinets. And I was like, okay. And she's like, why do you sound depressed? And I was like, you just told me all the cabinets are damaged. I had stuff in there.
Yeah. Yeah.
On a different note, my mom's taking me to see Knives Out.
I want to see that.
I'm so
good.
excited.
Oh, also, movie review. Last Christmas was really bad. Don't see it.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
But I've heard from Coldier, and Coldier has not seen it either, but he heard from other movie reviewers, critics,
Yeah.
you may call them,
Yeah.
that it was indeed bad.
No, it wasn't good. Don't waste your time. No. I was at the movie though, and there was like these like 4 like girls sitting in front of us, and they thought it was the funniest shit ever, and I was there with my friend.
How old
and
are
we
they?
were what?
How old are they?
They were either freshmen. They were like definitely younger than us, but I didn't know if they were in college or not. I feel like they were in high school
I believe it.
because they didn't want. They did like seemed happy, so I think they were in high school.
Yeah.
So like, but like me and my friend were like sitting behind them, and like we were in like the back row because we brought in so many like snacks. We were. This was
we
like
brought in a whole rotisserie chicken.
Oh my god, we would have we looked like the biggest fucking like schemers while pulling up to this movie because yeah, I can say this. It's fine. It's legal. We roll up winter coats. I have like a pack of Pop-Tarts, pack of M&Ms in my coat.
Nice.
And then she has like M&Ms, and then like we bring like a flask with us. So we're just like the trashy 2 like people in the back row just like having a time, and we needed it for this movie because it was bad. And I've never like done that before. We're like vibing out the movies, but it was a fun experience. I would do it again. So
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
Would drink in a movie theater with snacks, but 0 out of 10 would rewatch.
no, but The Holiday, much better story. Let's get to the case because we'll see if maybe I can talk about The Holiday for this story. Probably not.
I mean, you could try.
Yeah, let's get to the case.
So, it is Sunday that we are recording. We normally record on Mondays.
Mm-hmm.
With Mondays, I have this sexy gap in my schedule where I spend the whole day in a computer lab taking notes. I didn't have that today because not to brag and talk about my love for community service, but I spent 4 hours at a charity auction for the Rochester Child First Network, being a professional photographer, which if you know anything about me, I am not one. I don't do photography.
You just happen to have a camera, and then people expect you to be.
I have a camera I bought in middle school when I liked photography, and now everyone expects me to be a professional photographer because of this camera.
It is really funny though. The minute you're like branded like artsy or like have any access to a camera, you are now the photographer. Because at every family gathering, I'm the photographer for the event, and I'm like, I am not like. Just because you're like you do art does not mean you're a photographer. Like they're different things.
They are different, yeah. And for my fraternity, I am the photographer for everything that ever exists ever. And then they're like, so we need headshots on a white background. And I'm like, okay. And I take them and I look at them in the eyes and I say, these look like mug shots. And they're like, how do we fix it? Can you Photoshop in a background? I'm like, no.
Bro.
You gonna pay me?
Yeah.
But not that I hate it. It's only like twice a year that I have to do this. But like, also,
But like you're not a photographer.
Like I don't have Photoshop on my laptop because I'm poor, and I'm not a photographer.
Yeah.
And I cannot stress this enough. I cannot make you look good with my camera if you don't look good. If your face is red and you want me to make you look good, get a not red face.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm taking a photo. It's not going to make you look beautiful, you know what I mean? If anything, it's going to make you look worse because that's what photos do.
Yep. Exactly. So.
We also sorry, we're not even in the case yet. We had a Friendsgiving on Friday.
Yeah.
It was fun.
It was really fun. There was a whole ass turkey there, which I was shook by.
Dude, yeah, it was like a 23-pound turkey.
Yeah.
And she tasted good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had some leftovers for lunch, dinner today.
Yeah.
Dinner, it was at 5.
Oh.
I made a pumpkin pie. My mom is now having a pumpkin pie off with me this Thanksgiving. She's like, Maggie, you make your pumpkin pie, I'll make my pumpkin pie, we'll see whose is better. And I was like, Mom, I'm using a Pillsbury recipe. Like my pumpkin pie is gonna be better than yours, Joy.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, yeah, the Friendsgiving was fun. I made potatoes, and it was a struggle because I like tripled the recipe I was making that I had made earlier in the week, and I did not have the time to cook the potatoes all the way through, so it was pretty chunky mashed potatoes.
They tasted good though.
But yeah, I mean, it's potatoes, like milk, butter, and then like seasoning. Like it's gonna taste good no matter what.
Yeah.
But as like the new Top Chef that I am, I let myself down.
I spent like 4 hours just watching Bon Appetit videos.
Yeah.
I became Tess for those 4 hours.
Oh. And this is going to be such a long episode because we're never going to get to the fucking point.
I don't have a lot of notes.
But speaking of, like, it's so funny. Me and my roommates went to, like, the diner where I was going to this morning. And, like, we made a discovery just because I started talking about Claire from the Bon Appetit Test Kitchen. And my friend was just like, you have two very specific types of women that I'm into. And I'm like, shit, you right? And one's more of a joke, but the other one is just like, it just very consistently happens to be true, is that either neurotic Jewish women, so like Claire from the Webster Test
She's
Kitchen.
Jewish? I didn't even know that.
I mean, her last name's like Safetz, and then her mom and the thing, it's like, she's Jewish.
Okay.
You know.
I don't know last names.
Yeah, like Claire Safetz, Abby Jacobson, like I'm in love with them. Or just gingers. And that's it.
I mean, but I think everyone's got a little thing for gingers.
Yeah.
As a ginger myself.
I just think it's funny because half of my, like, I don't have a lot of friends, so I'd say like 50% of my friends are ginger.
As a ginger myself, I chose this hair color because I thought it would make me more attractive, you know? So I think just the aspect of not having brown or blonde or dirty blonde or black hair is just like, oh, that's interesting. Like an old lady today told me in my greasy ass hair that I had nice hair, and I was like, thank you. And I know it wasn't because of how it looked, it's because of the color, and we all know that.
Yeah. It just is so funny because it's just consistently, like, for some reason I always have friends who are ginger. Like, since high school, like my best friends in high school. Like, it just doesn't... It's an odd coincidence for such a rare hair type. I mean, you dye yours, but my best friend, one of my best friends in high school, two of my best friends in high school were gingers. Two of them. And I had 3 friends in high school. 2 of them were natural gingers. And then now in college, 2 of my best friends are natural gingers, and then you. It's so weird.
Am I not your best friend? Okay, Tess. I got...
No, like...
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. We'll get into the case. Sorry. So what I was trying to get at is that I didn't have a lot of time to think of a case and research a case. So a lot of this is directly copy and pasted from the site. And don't hurt me. I'm going to tell you my sources. So you can't attack me. It's from Knox News and A&E Real Crime.
Whoa. Okay.
I know, right? So this is Thanksgiving themed because of the holiday.
Yes.
Coming up. Okay, so 28-year-old Baton Rouge resident, Joel Michael Guy Jr. Oh man, I thought his first name was Guy. I'm a fool.
Oh.
His last name's Guy. Jr. traveled from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, back to Knoxville, Tennessee, where he reunited with his 3 sisters and their parents over turkey and stuffing. Because it's Thanksgiving, right?
Yeah.
We all got it. At the end of the evening, the 3 daughters, who all lived in Tennessee, returned to their homes. Guy Jr. was left alone with his parents, Joel Guy Sr., he was 61, and Lisa Guy, 55. That's when the violence erupted. Okay. At some point between Thursday night and Monday morning, the Knox County Sheriff's Department claims Guy Jr. stabbed and dismembered his parents.
Okay.
Then attempted to dissolve their bodies in a mix of drain cleaner, sewer cleaner, hydrogen peroxide, and bleach. I think the key word there is attempted.
Okay.
The owner of this 2,256 square foot home, 61-year-old Joel Guy Sr. and 55-year-old wife Lisa Guy hadn't been heard from since the day after Thanksgiving 2016. It was the Monday after that holiday, and Lisa Guy hadn't shown up for work. You can tell I just switched articles right there.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Articles are funny. I don't know why they did the square footage of the home.
Yeah.
They're like, we need something special in there.
Yeah.
How many square feet was the home? In my apartment, they'll be like, the owner of this 10 square feet home. She owned a room that was roughly the size of her body. Knox County Sheriff Officer Detective Jeremy McCord could see groceries on the floor in the foyer through the front window. The guy's vehicles were in the driveway. McCord and fellow deputies found a garage door opener in one of those cars. McCord stepped inside the garage and opened a door into the house. Guy Jr. was an undergraduate and still dependent on his parents for financial support, and family members told authorities that his parents intended to tell him of their plans to scale back support over the Thanksgiving weekend. that was a fun fact I threw in there because I accidentally put that in the middle of the sentence. Anyway, it was a really odd chemical smell, McCord testified Monday. You could feel the heat coming from the door. It alarmed me. It's a detective. The smell is never going to leave me, he said. The temperature was 93 degrees inside. That's hot.
Yeah.
McCord said heaters had been plugged in and turned on throughout the house. He could hear a dog barking in a room somewhere upstairs. He walked through the kitchen, past the stove where he said a pot caught his attention. The stove is on, he said. The pot is on. There's something in that pot. You could feel the heat coming off the stove. McCord was unnerved. He couldn't... He didn't stop to check the pot's contents and headed towards a staircase. When he reached the landing, what McCord saw made him visibly blanch. Monday, on the witness stand 2 years later. So it was the most horrific thing I've ever encountered in police work in my life, he said. There was blood everywhere, all down the hallway, on the walls, on the door. McCord saw scissors and...
I'm so sorry, everyone. I just dropped a remote, sorry. Go on.
McCord saw scissors and clothing that appeared to have been cut from a body and a large knife. He saw bottles of peroxide, bleach, acid, and rubbing alcohol. He could smell, he said, the stench of death mixed with those chemicals. As he turned towards the bathroom, that's when he saw the first body part. McCord and his fellow law enforcement would soon find plenty more body parts, many inside Tupperware containers strewn throughout an entire floor of the home, he said. Joel and Lisa Guy had been attacked, mortally wounded, and dismembered inside their own home. Lisa Guy's head was boiling in that pot on the stove.
What the fuck?
Yeah, right?
Holy shit.
Statements in court Monday suggest Guy had confessed to killing his parents. He was still unemployed and had bounced from college to college since his 2006 graduation from a boarding school. His parents, testimony showed, had been footing his bills, and they were tired of it. This is almost 10 years later, so.
Okay.
Yeah. So, 10 years. He graduated in 2006. It's 2016. He'd be footing the bill for 10 years. Come on, you know? Anyway, they apparently told him so when he came to visit for Thanksgiving. In a rare move, Guy took the witness stand Monday in Judge Bob McGee's courtroom. As his lead attorney, Assistant Public Defender Jonathan Harwell launched a bid to get the mountain of evidence against Guy, including Walmart receipts for all those chemicals tossed out for various legal reasons. Harwell made sure before sending his client to the witness stand to legally block Assistant District Attorney General Leslie Nasias from questioning Guy about the killings of his parents. She tried anyway. I don't know how you could do that. Whatever. For instance, Guy testified he went to a Walmart on Parkside Drive 2 days before his parents' body parts were found and bought some of those chemicals found in their home. I had several cuts on my hands, he said, offering no explanation. You didn't show those injuries to your mother, Nasias asked in cross-examination. No, Guy responded. You didn't show those injuries to your father, she pressed. No, he answered. Is there a reason for that? Nasias said. Harwell immediately objected. McGee sided with him. Nasias wasn't finished trying. Guy testified. He drove back to Baton Rouge the same day after the Walmart trip to get medical care there because he didn't have insurance and figured it would be cheaper near or on a college campus. He said he drove back to Knoxville on the day McCord made his grisly discovery. I saw yellow crime scene tape in the yard, Guy testified. The Nacio said, you didn't stop to inquire on what's going on? And he says, that's correct. And she said, you didn't call anyone? You just went back to Baton Rouge? And he said, yes.
Okay. Whack.
He's an idiot. Guy was arrested the next day in his Baton Rouge apartment. McCord said Guy had tried to buy a gun earlier that day at a Baton Rouge sporting goods store, but he was turned down after he gave a fake name. As of March 2017, Guy Jr. is being charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder, 2 counts of abusing a corpse, and 2 counts of felony murder. He has no history of mental illness and no prior criminal records. Gellis said that shame around the money likely played a larger role in the killing than the money itself. The conversation had a lot more than "we're not paying your phone bill." Gillis said, "I suspect there is a shaming component to it that triggered his behavior. If you dig into the psychology of family violence, the more common underlying psychological factor is shame. And there's nothing else, no other reasons why he boiled her head. Nothing.
Well,
I'm assuming he's in prison."
yeah. Well, listen, shame and guilt, powerful forces.
Tess is like, when I go home, I am definitely killing my parents.
No. No. I feel like, though, if you were, like, had, like, those kind of feelings, you wouldn't... It's... Like, I would think you would kill yourself first, you know?
That's because,
That's because I'm going to. That's because you're depressed.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Like, I think he was just like, you're not paying my college?
Okay.
Well, fuck you. And then he went psycho.
Okay. Not everyone's like me.
Not everyone kills himself before they kill other people, you know?
I really sound like a mess in this episode.
Just
Jesus
a little
Christ.
bit.
It is,
but it's fine.
It is deep into November. No one can...
Deep into November is practically December.
Yeah, so no... And, like, Scorpio season just ended, so my power is gone. So no one can come at me. Okay.
Okay.
Is that...
That's it. That's the end of
That's the end? Alright, cool.
Have you ever thought about starting your own podcast? When we were trying to get this podcast off the ground, we had so many questions. How do we record an episode? Where do we find background music? How do we get our show on the Apple Podcast, Spotify, and all other places people like to listen? Where do we find advertisers?
The answer to one of these questions is really simple. Anchor. Anchor is a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, distributing, and monetizing your podcasts. And best of all, it's 100% free and 100% ridiculously easy to use.
What I really like about Anchor is that you can see like how many views per episode you have, and it gives you these cool charts that like show you how many views, and you can see like your podcast is increasing and like your viewer count. It's really nice.
Yeah, and I love that you can just upload your podcast and it gets onto all people's favorite listening sites like Spotify.
My friends were so shocked. I was like, our podcast is on Spotify. They're like, how'd you even do that?
Yeah.
So if you've always wanted to start a podcast, go to anchor.fm/start to join me and Tess and the diverse community of podcasters already using Anchor. That's anchor.fm/start. Can't wait to hear your podcast.
So I'm going to pick a dumb one.
Do it. I dare you.
But just because it's Thanksgiving, we're going to do a Charlie Brown Thanksgiving.
Okay.
It's literally like there's nothing that relates except for the fact
Thanksgiving.
It's Thanksgiving.
Who's killing who?
Well, Charlie Brown is killing his parents.
Okay.
Because, like, obviously...
I haven't seen Charlie Brown Thanksgiving.
Oh, well, basically what happens is, it's kind of like the original Friendsgiving.
They all just come together?
Yeah, it's like all the kids, they want to have, like, Thanksgiving before, like, they have to go to the adult's house, so it's, like, the middle of the day, and it's basically, like, all the friends coming over, and they, like, make, like, popcorn and, like, toast and stuff, like, all this little kid stuff.
Oh, that's cute.
It's so cute. I love Charlie Brown. But in this case, Charlie Brown...
But in this case, not anymore.
Charlie Brown is in college now. He's older. And he comes home.
He's still bald.
Yeah. And he's upset that he's bald. And he thinks that it's because his dad's bald, so he's taken out. And his dad also isn't paying for him, so he's upset. But the baldness is included in this factor. And he doesn't have any friends anymore because he went to college. He went to college and they like lost touch. But yeah. Snoopy's still there because I know they said somewhere
there was
you brought
a dog.
the dog.
Yeah.
There was a dog barking, so Snoopy's the accomplice.
Snoopy accomplice?
Yeah, Snoopy and Woodstock are old, so they don't know what the fuck's going on.
They're elderly.
They're elders.
Dementia.
But so Charlie Brown comes home, and his parents, he just is annoyed by the way they speak to him in that monotone voice that is no words. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
They're like, wah, wah, wah. They're just told him they're gonna cut him off in that stupid voice, and he just fucking cracks. He just goes ape shit. Like, oh my god. It's basically a Charlie Brown's Thanksgiving.
Charlie Brown is out here for blood.
Yeah, and he just goes crazy. So,
he just went like crazy.
Yeah. That's, yeah.
That's it.
That's it. It's a short case, even shorter explanation. And then Charlie Brown goes to jail and doesn't go back to college because he's in prison.
What was his major in college? I need some more backstory.
Charlie Brown was a... Ooh, I have one on the tip of my tongue, but I just want to say it because I want to be a bitch, but I don't feel like that would be his major.
Are you thinking museum studies?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right before we started recording, I was looking up starting salaries for different majors.
I think Charlie Brown started as, like, a tech major and then transferred to psychology.
Yeah.
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 He's a transfer into psychology, for sure. I don't care what his original major was, but...
He is a psych transfer.
He's a psych major, and if...
He thinks that being a psych major will solve his own psychological problem.
And he thinks being a psych major makes him better than other people, and...
Because they can psychoanalyze people.
Yeah.
But joke's on you.
So Charlie Brown has... Charlie Brown has a superiority complex, as do...
Most psych majors.
Most psych majors. I am so sorry
if you are a psych major...
Listening to this.
You've probably already psychoanalyzed us.
Yeah.
So...
And sorry, but...
You're wrong.
You're wrong. We're beautifully functional human beings.
High functioning.
High functioning.
I washed my laundry 3 times this week. That's high functioning.
My room has been clean all week. And that is something that doesn't happen very often. So, to all the psych majors out there, fuck you. If you're an actual psych major, I'm so sorry.
Until you graduate with the degree and then you become a psychologist. And then you want psychiatrist is the word I wanted because I need pills.
Yeah.
And then, please give us free treatment.
Yeah, I'd love that.
So, I don't appreciate you until you graduate with your master's degree. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. No, yeah. I think, what would the other majors of the Charlie Brown kids be? Charlie Brown is transferred into a psych major.
I think that Mean Girl is definitely a business student.
Oh, Lucy?
Yeah.
Lucy's like... What's like, I'm trying to think of like what the meanest type of business major is. You would know more than I would.
I would, yeah. Well, most business majors have multiple majors, so I'm going to give her marketing, but with a double major in, like, I would say MIS, but that's only our school. I don't think other schools, like, have management information systems majors, but those supply chain bitches.
Ooh. Yeah.
Yeah. Hi. Supply chain's a new major at my school, and if you're interested in supply chain, apparently there's a huge demand for it. I find it incredibly boring.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But apparently it's really important. Well, clearly it is very important, but it's also really boring.
Yeah, I think Linus would be a...
Is it the Blanket Kid?
Yeah, Blanket Kid, I think, would be started as a psych major.
But transferred?
No, I think he just started as a psych
dropped
major.
out.
But he, like, wants to be, like, a therapist.
Okay.
Like, he, like, is, like...
I'll give him that.
He's
a soft boy. He wants to help people.
He's a soft boy. Who else we got?
I don't know any of the characters.
Linus's little sister, or Charlie Brown's little sister. She's a communications major.
Yeah.
She's like the little blonde girl.
She's a little kind of useless.
Yeah.
No, I feel like we're really hurting people in these majors.
But like anytime
I need you to know that if you're actually a decent human being, I don't care about your major.
Yeah. Like, if this is all about stereotypes.
Yeah.
Who else? I don't know a lot of people's like names off the top of my head. Oh, there's like Lucy, or not Lucy. The one with the glasses. Oh god, let me look up their names actually. This will make this so much easier for everyone. Peppermint Patty, Peppermint Patty is like... Peppermint Patty's an engineer.
Is she?
Yeah.
I don't know anything. I'm not a Charlie Brown fan. Like, not that I hate Charlie Brown, it's just I never watched it as a child. I think I've seen parts of, like, the Halloween one and parts of the Christmas one, and the only one in Christmas one is the tree.
Yeah. Okay, so we have Linus, Lucy, Snoopy, Charlie Brown, Peppermint Patty, Marcy, that's who I'm thinking of. Marcy's the one with the glasses, like the little nerdy one. Marcy is...
She's nerdy?
Yeah. Or, like, she seems, like, intelligent. I feel like she's probably, like...
Engineer?
Or, like, more of, like, a, like, chemistry or something.
Oh, yes, I forgot all about the science
All about the sciences, yeah.
Yeah, give her chemistry.
Yeah, she's, like, a chem major. She's smart.
We love women in STEM.
Yeah. Franklin, he's the black one.
What's his characteristics?
I don't know.
What does he act like?
He's just like a nice guy, I think.
A nice guy.
He'll be...
Well, he can't be computer science. Haha,
No.
get fucking wrecked. No.
No.
Can we make him an art student? A little soft boy?
Yeah, he's like a photo major. Like ad photo or something.
Alright, advertising photography? You got a
Yeah.
career ahead of you?
Yeah. Schroeder, the piano player, music major.
Music.
That's easy.
Music.
Yeah. Pigpen, computer science.
Okay.
He's the one
I'll just
that,
take it from the name.
yeah, he's the one that's disgusting. He's computer science. Awesome.
Fantastic. We've done it.
We've done it. Weird way for that to go.
Tag yourself as your major
Yeah.
in the description, and if you don't have a major, think about your personality traits and the major personality traits, and then throw yourself in there.
Yeah.
Tag us as majors. I know that you know our majors, but hearing our
Like-
personality, what am I? Because last week I was called an art student, so I get it.
Yeah, you're like, I think if I were to like tag us, because I don't think personality-wise we don't fit into our majors at all.
100%, yeah.
Like, not at all. Like, you would definitely be like an art student, but I don't know what kind.
I'd like to think illustration, but that's just because I like illustration.
I think you would be, like, at least at Arsenal, you'd be one of the illustration people, one of the illustration I can't speak.
Majors.
One of the illustration majors people respect.
Hell yeah.
Because there's a difference. There's people I respect and there's people I don't respect. You would be one I respect.
Thank you.
What would I be?
Well, I know. Okay. You don't have any of the characteristics of computer science.
Yeah.
And I would say liberal arts, but like I'm really not feeling it. I'm just like staring. Tess is dressed in a Thrasher hoodie with the collar cut off, and she's got these two little cute space buns on her head and ripped black jeans. So all I'm thinking is like art student.
Yeah. But I do not like act like an art student. I don't think I do.
You don't.
If
You don't act like an idiot art student. You know what I mean?
I think I would be, if I was a different major, I think, if I was, like, put into a major, I feel like I would be in, like, photo or, like, sofa or something.
Okay, yeah.
Like, I would be a film student.
I see
not-
that still as an art student, but I can get film. I wanted to go into film as a child.
Yeah. If I picked any major, just pure passion based, I would pick film.
Film, baby. I love film. Mm-hmm. If you listen, can I shout out my podcast?
What?
Can I shout out my podcast?
Sure.
Hey, I have another podcast.
Yeah, you can talk about it, yeah.
If you heard that whispering. I have another podcast called Teens in Their 20s. There's only 2 episodes out, but the second episode I actually talk about my passion of film.
Yeah.
And hobbies and shit.
Not to suck your dick.
Thank you, do
but-
it.
But no, but like she has like 1.5 episodes out because
Yeah.
the first one's kind of like an intro episode, but it's really good and it's like feels like more like when I'm listening to it. Maybe it's just because like with our podcast I don't listen to it like just like randomly because like it's us talking. I don't want to listen to my own voice and hear me sound like a crazy idiot, but like. I like listening to like the Teens in the 20 podcast. I'm like, this is like a real podcast, and it's like really nice. So please listen to it because it's and like your episodes aren't super long. So
No,
like,
I think the last one was 15 minutes.
yeah, they're not. They're like just the perfect amount to like get you thinking about stuff.
Yeah.
And they're just very nice, and like the way you edit them is really nice.
Aw, thank you. I have little music in them.
Yeah, they're like really cute and like. I don't know. It's just like a cute little podcast. Please listen to it.
Thank you. Yeah, so that one does not upload weekly. It uploads whenever I get the time.
Yeah.
Which if you listen to the second episode, you can tell I have none of it. But if you like me, I will have guests on it, I promise, eventually. It's called Teens in Their 20s. You can follow it on Instagram. It's got a website, which I really like.
Yeah, the website's cute. What would you have me talk about on that podcast?
I don't know, like, because I know, like, for certain people, like my roommate, I would have her talk about, like, applications, and then, but, like, for you, I don't, what are your interests? What do you like? like I know what you like.
Yeah.
But, like, I want it to be, like, I keep saying, like, a lot. I want it to be, like, an educational one, but I realized recording the second episode, I have no expertise.
Yeah. I mean, no one has, like, expertise on anything, but it's
so
like...
maybe I can, like, I might have you on just, like, talking about, like, I don't know, like, dealing with mental health or, like, pursuing, like, hobbies. I don't know.
I feel like I could, like, all jokes aside, I do think I could be a good dealing with mental health episode.
Yeah.
Because, like, yeah.
Or, like, how to cope with, like, work, school, and other things while also dealing with, like...
your mental health.
With your mental health. Because you pull it off pretty well on the outside. I don't know what's going on. And just like in general compared to other people that I've seen being like, oh, I can't do this, I have depression. It's like, well, you have to live a life.
That would be a good episode, because I feel like a lot of the episodes, and like I've listened to like podcasts or seen YouTube videos where it's like people talk about mental health, and like no one talks about like, what if you just have to suck it up and do things?
It. Like some of the time, like self-care is good,
but like
you gotta suck it up sometimes.
Yeah, and it's like how to like work with that and just that's like a different balance that I feel like has to happen in college that like people ignore, and then when you ignore that, I mean, I'll stop talking and we can see it, or if I talk about some podcast.
Stop it. Yeah.
But that's like a little preview of the other one, so go listen to it.
Yeah. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah. So the description of the podcast is like a life skills, tips and tricks.
Tips and tricks.
Tips and tricks. I want to have a podcast and do things, but I'm super unqualified type thing. Mm-hmm.
There are no qualifications to have a podcast.
I meant like I want to have a job, but I'm unqualified. So it's like, it's for people who feel like they're teens in their 20s, and they feel like they're super fucking unqualified, but they still have to be an adult.
Yeah.
And it covers the topic of adulting is hard. Which is bullshit, and don't get that on a t-shirt. Unless it's my merch, which I haven't made yet, but maybe.
Please don't. If you make that your merch.
What if I make like a...
If you have adulting is hard merch, I will personally suplex you. Like,
what if it says, fuck, adulting is hard? Not like, fuck, adulting's hard, but like, fuck adulting. Fuck quotations, adulting is hard.
Okay, that'd be better.
Thank you.
That is the only way I would accept that. But I don't disagree with the concept, but I hate when people say that.
No, I think, because I came to school with like a mason jar of yogurt that I was eating and granola. It was like the beginning of school. And like everyone on a e-board of a club that we're involved with was just like, wow, Maggie, you really got your life together. Like, I can't eat properly. And I'm like, bitch, I scooped this in 2 minutes before I left.
Yeah.
Like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Get your life together. You know, like, stop pretending like, oh, I consist off of Monster Energy drinks and nothing else. It's like, okay, well, you know that's unhealthy. I know that's unhealty. Yeah. Stop bragging.
Make healthy decisions for yourself.
You're not cool if you're unhealthy. You're
not cool if you're unhealthy. I'm making healthy decisions. Yeah, no,
Tell the world.
Tell the world. Please don't make fun of me, but I have... like had a Juul for the past like 2 years, and I over the summer like quit it and it was like fine, but then like my roommate also has one, so like once we came back together and like once school started, we were
like crazy,
very stressed. But now I'm like out of like the pods for it, so I'm like, I'm not gonna buy anymore, like we're going off it and make healthy decisions. That's all I gotta say. So there you go. I make plenty of other unhealthy decisions, don't worry, but that one's just stupid. So we're gonna try and quit it, but...
that one sucks all your money.
Yeah.
If anything, just make decisions that will cost less, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
Like, instead of buying that latte every day, buy a coffee machine.
Or buy a pour-over thing, which I just ordered on Amazon
God, I love it. I have
my coffee machine's broken beyond... I don't know how to fix it. I one time, like, wanted to make coffee. It was, like, 8 o'clock. And then I came home later, and then it, like, at around 11, it just started making coffee. And it was that delayed button press to make the coffee.
Yeah, the tip we're going to end this episode on is buy a $3 pour-over. Yeah. Because it is the best decision you will make if you make a cup of coffee in the morning, or if you, like, make a cup of coffee in your little to-go cup or whatever. Mm-hmm. Because coffee makers, I have one that makes 12 cups of coffee, which is nice on weekends, but not when I'm about to go to school and I waste so much coffee. Yeah. It's also super easy if you have an electric kettle or a normal kettle or a kettle at all. Yep. A microwave, perhaps.
Yeah.
Because you just pour it over, and it's so simple. My aunt had one, and so then I bought one.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing.
perfect.
I like wasted so much coffee like trying to get this coffee maker to work, and now I'm like, I don't need to do that.
I always thought it was weird because she brought it to like Winter Harbor when we went up there, but now I realize it is the most efficient thing ever. Also, you can make more than 1 cup of coffee. Like, I just put it over my coffee cup. Anyway, that's the end of our podcast.
We have to end it.
So
'cause
sorry,
I don't know
rambling.
why. I don't know why, but I am I had coffee today. That's why.
Okay.
I got like
Do you
a
not drink
shot.
coffee?
I got a red eye,
Oh,
which
yeah,
is a
you
shot
got
of espresso and a medium coffee, and I'm also just on edge because I'm going cold turkey from nicotine. So I'm just like,
You should get the Nicorette patch.
no fucking way. Anyways.
Anyway, thank
this
you for
has been a weird
listening.
episode.
Sorry we didn't have that much to talk about. Happy Thanksgiving. Don't fight with your in-laws, but please use okay boomer in a sentence.
Please use okay boomer. I promise you I will go home and really just fuck shit up because it's the first time I'm 21, so I will be drinking at Thanksgiving and also am closeted and gay and have a tattoo and undercut. So let's see how my family feels about that. Signing out. Good luck, fellow gays. If anyone asks if you have a boyfriend, say I don't know.
If anyone asks if you have a boyfriend, say maybe and give him a little wink and a shoulder shake.
And if anyone says, do you have a girlfriend, say no.
Say I have many girlfriends. I love my friends. We go to movies all the time.
Yeah, just say, oh yeah, no, like, be like...
Me and my girlfriends go out all the time.
That is, actually, speaking of okay boomer, that is such a boomer thing, calling your friends girlfriends. It is one of my pet peeves.
I hate it.
As a homosexual...
It's confusing.
It's confusing. And, like, I know my mom does this all the time, where she'll be like, oh, like, me and the girlfriends are going. I'm like, don't say it like that.
Your girlfriends? When did you become gay, Mom?
When did you become a homosexual? Bro, that is one of my pet peeves, though. It's like, oh, me and my girlfriend. I'm like, don't say it. The worst is when people our age do it, and I'm like...
Your girlfriend? You
like,
gay?
I'm like, it is 2019. You can't say that and confuse
20 by
me.
teen. Am I right, ladies? It's almost over.
Yeah.
Also, should we post a picture from the decade thing? I just told Tess about it. She didn't know about it. It's the when you post a picture when you're from 2010, or is it?
2010, yeah.
And then you post a picture now.
Yeah. I'll see if I got anything.
We'll
I'm sure
post
I
that.
do.
We'll put it on our story or something so it's not forever. Anyway, yeah, okay, so this is the final. Thank you for listening. Don't kill anyone. And don't kill anyone over Thanksgiving break. That'd be sad.
Yeah.
That's it. Tess, click the button.
Okay.